ever since I was a young kid, I've always been interested in Native American history, Native American art, artifacts, just the way they lived their life. I've always been like super into it. I found my first point April 22nd of 2023. It was Earth Day. It was a pretty epic morning. I think I have a couple of video clips.
Oh my god.
And ever since I found that point, it basically went down a deep rabbit hole of Native American history and artifacts. And right here, Journal of Indian Trader. I just got it sitting right here by Dan Florey's killer book, by the way. But I just got really inspired to kind of learn a lot more primitive skills and crafts. I figured I'll film the process of me making a Celt. I think it's Celt. It's spelled C-E-L-T, but I think it's pronounced Celt. So it's basically a hard stone like granite, hematite, different igneous stones, hard stones that are basically used as axes. They're grinded down, polished. People find artifacts of those all over. I've yet to find something like that, which I'd freak out if I found one. Like, I would freak out. But I found this one that it's a little bit on the smaller side, but it already has that perfectly shaped Celt formation. And I was like, this is it. This is the project. I want to start attempt to make a Celt. So, as you can tell, I kind of already wet polished it a little bit. It's tough. My hands are freaking hurting already. And you can't really tell, but it's got a little bit of a taper that's starting to form. And basically what I'm doing, I found this huge, nice flat rock in my yard, and I've been using this as kind of like a grinding plate. I'll get a thing of water, make sure both stones are wet. I basically just grind it for 30 minutes at a time until my hand starts cramping up. But yeah, that is progress so far. This is day one. I want to see how long this takes. I want to do everything from scratch. I want this to be a working tool as well, like a working axe to cut down small trees and branches and whatnot. But so yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so it is October 3rd. Walking this field edge, and this is goldenrod. I love goldenrod. Goldenrod's gotta be my favorite native plant. But I am in search for a good oak or hickory handle for that Celt. So I'm kind of looking, scanning, checking everything out before I get too deep into the timber. I got this little bush bag that I made out of some canvas. Got a water bottle, a little saw, and some other necessities. That's just another example of just some primitive skills that I've been learning. It's all hand stitched, hand cut, completely handmade. So I found a freshly downed branch of a American hop hornbeam. I think that's what it's called. And looking it up, it's actually a pretty popular tree for fence posts, tool handles, and they even said they made longbows out of them. So I cut some, just a couple different sizes and thicknesses to potentially use. So far, like this one's probably maybe inch and a quarter diameter. It's good and solid. So here is the stick. And you can kind of tell that I've been kind of slowly stripping this bark back, and it exposes this beautiful hardwood. That's going to be a kick-ass handle for this axe. Peel this back. It's like string cheese, dude. Yeah, look at that. So I'll probably keep peeling this back completely, show you guys a finished product, and I might spend the next hour or so just kind of wet sanding and doing some more polishing on that rock. This is kind of my setup. Got my grinding stone, a little bit of sand, and then just like a little bowl of water. Basically just throw some water, wet the stone up a little bit, throw some sand on there, a little more water. This is gonna be kind of awkward to do without a tripod, but we'll make do. Do that. It was this, broke it in half, started sanding down, and I'm getting this down to a nice little point, and I'm hopefully tomorrow to start chiseling away at a hole right here, getting it in there, and I'm gonna start putting this together. It sounds like a mallet part, and just slowly carving it out. Which is nice because this is kind of acting as like a little channel to kind of get rid of some of those shavings. As you can see, it's kind of slowly gouging it out of there. So like I said, this might be a bit of a time-consuming kind of chip away, a little at a time here and there. All right, been a long night, kind of working on this, messing around at home, but the hole's getting bigger, like the center hole. Working on that. It's getting there. This is pretty time consuming. This is probably more time consuming than the making the actual salt. Busted my hand a couple times. Kind of bruised and purple, also really dirty, but yeah. Had some reinforcements. Use this shed a little bit. You can see that tine's kind of chewed up a little bit, but kind of getting it in there and scooping out all that wood. Time to fire harden this bad boy. Basically, here's a little fire hardened stick. Kind of get in there, get this thing super hot, get it in there and just kind of ash it around. Make this wood a little harder. Giggity. Key is to get a good little flame on it, but not burn it.
Regular dance.
So it has been probably 7 or 8 months since I last filmed this. Things got busy with hunting season and I just quit filming, but here is the finished product. As you can tell, put a little sinew handle on there. The Celt is in there nice and good. I did add a little bit of glue on the sides because I kept wanting to slip out. And I also did, while using this, I did break it. It kind of split, so I just put some glue in there and I wrapped it with sinew. But this tool has actually been used multiple times. Cutting down branches. I have dispatched a couple of squirrels with this thing during hunting season. I kind of use it to kind of break some bones or some joints in breaking down game. It's a very useful tool. I wish it was just a little bit bigger. I think that's going to be my next project, starting here soon, is maybe get a one that's probably double the size. That's something that I can kind of swing on some more medium-sized trees. But this does cut down saplings. That bit is still in great shape. Oop. Yeah, still in great shape. It's holding together. It is a very useful tool. Obviously a lot slower moving than a traditional axe, but you know, I feel like most people probably wouldn't do the hassle of making this stone tool and taking the extra time to cut down this tree this old-fashioned way, but I feel like learning these primitive skills is pretty crucial in my opinion. It's good to know how things work and how to survive off natural resources in case, you know, something were to happen.